This is a recording of my run in which I forgot to buy provisions, as you can see here, for Warren's week 36 of the 77-week challenge, New Game Plus Full Dark. Should I succeed, this will be going on YouTube. I do not want to stream it because I need to be as try-hard as possible, so you will hear my thoughts and decisions as I choose to say them here. And let's get started and hope our scouting carries us through. So, let's get a look at the team. We also forgot to upgrade our Hellion and Vestal, which could lead to trouble. So we have stun trinkets on Hellion. So many heal trinkets on the Vestal, it's not even funny. We have a Moon Cloak and Seer Stone on the Jester for defense. And we have a Moon Ring and Raider's Talisman on the Grave Robber. Grave Robber is going to be our main damage dealer in stall situations, which we will need a lot of because of the starvation checks. We'll need to lunge almost immediately and start stress healing as soon as we're down to 2 people. We can just yop the entire time. And the Grave Robber will more than likely be fading between rows 1 and 2 during those stall times. So, enemies are actually a resource here for stalling, so we want to go this way first because we have not yet incurred a stalling penalty. Camping is extremely, not an option. Hylomania triggered on this. No penalty. We just get this. A map is quite helpful, just in case our scouting doesn't kick in for a while. Do we get the Uber map here? Because that would be... No, okay. That would be legendary. Alright, so go into this room. Now we can attempt to reroute to avoid these fights until later on. But I think what we'll want to do is avoid as many hallway fights as possible. So to then there's not really much we can do here. In order to avoid backtracking, which we want to avoid more, we need to carry on a route that involves touching all of these rooms. Now, what we can do is we can actually just skip this here, proceed straight down and through. That will allow us to use this room as a skip because it avoids 2 fights, and it also causes us to cover less ground ultimately. So the way that would proceed if we choose to skip this room is to go down here, around here, and then kind of bob and weave through these, and then proceed through here. Now, we'll actually want to... That would be the same as going down here. So here, and then bob and weave through here, and then end somewhere around here. Maybe skipping one of these in the process. Probably not. Probably not skipping another room in this area, because that would alter the bobbing and the weaving to the point where we'd be stuck backtracking. So let's go down this way. For now, we'll skip this room. I think that is the play, because there are two battles on the way to it, and we want to avoid battles for now at least. At least save them for later. So we have a trap disarmor here. Well over the 120% needed for this area. Yeah, let me move the mic closer in case that's not picking up. Head into this room. Attempt to get the critical scout. If we do not, that is fine. I think what we need to do is... This doesn't incur extra hunger penalty, so this is just free treasure. We're going to try to find as much food as we can, or try to find a dinner cart, something to that effect. We want this to be like a dinner table, something like that. We do not want to use our herb on a barrel. We want to use it on food. We also have 1 shovel that we can use, but if we find too many walls blocked off by shovels, like this one right here, which won't actually be a factor if we can go across here, along here, up and then down, this won't be a problem. So let's keep going. A hunger prompt here wouldn't be the end of the world because we got to fight right here to cure most of it with. So, let's go. Alright, this is quite helpful. We'll put that on the Grave Robber. Give her damage the entire dungeon because we can't use the firewood. So let's lunge at these two in the back right away.
Eradicated.
This person's going to be a little bit harder to deal with, but not impossible. Let's have you slice off on the big feller. I don't know if we necessarily want to stall on this person, but we'll play it by ear once we get down to just this person left. And he's within kill range. We'll probably want to try to eliminate you soonish. Then Yop here. 70% stun resist, let's check that. We can prey on the Grave Robber. Dodged. Excellent. So we have 144 plus 50, which is 194. So it's a guaranteed stun the first time. After that, it's percentage based. It's not 100%. So we'll stun you for now. Incurred the debuff, which actually isn't a serious
Confidence
issue.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
Now, we can most likely heal whatever damage you output, so I think we do want to get our stress to 0 here. Just to make absolutely sure we are okay. In case we never fight another fight. All the hunger prompts in the world won't give us heart attacks, and so on and so forth. So let's get to work. Have you heal as much as you can. And as soon as a crit from you would kill this person, we don't wanna play with it too much. This would heal for 3. All right, let's do it. Can AoE heal with you. Try to get some crits and stress heal that way as well. Now the problem with stalling forever just to cure a little bit of stress is that this person will crit and then cause us AoE stress. So now I'm starting to reconsider that notion, that idea. I have an 80% chance to stun here. Let's go ahead and do that. You should throw a dagger. Compromise. We'll heal anyone who's at 13 or more stress, which means now we can start actually killing this individual. So let's get to work on that. Gets a turn. Tentacle Devour on this person. 5 damage. Not the end of the world. Even resisted whatever debuff that is. So, I don't want to kill you just yet. Flashing daggers is the best odds of keeping you alive. If it had crit, though, he would have been dead. And then we Yop, yes. And then we heal you, and then we kill. Well, I guess I'll burn a turn to stress heal just so we can get you to full health. So, 5... Well, you can cure your stress from a trap, so I guess I'll pick you. Stress heal for 3. Then you heal. The first turn I get after that will be trying to kill you. With 2 speed, I think our Grave Robber can handle it. Alright. The first of hopefully many victories. Let's see what we get. Okay.
These nightmarish creatures
Move you
can
back.
be felled. They can be
Select you to activate the Bone Altar. Alright, great power. So extra accuracy, damage, and crit. Which can all be very, very helpful for us. Okay, there's a hallway battle, which we hope to Christ is not the Shambler. There's the first of probably many hunger prompts.
to fall for such
20
a
stress,
little thing.
23 stress on all of you.
Bite of bread.
What we could have done was remove all the trinkets, so we'll have to remember to do that. Remove all the trinkets to try to prevent all this stress, as much stress from happening. But we do have a fight here that we can try to get some healing in. As long as it's not the Shambler. If it is the Shambler, we will have to double back and probably head up this way. And then make this one of our last rooms to explore. Or make it one of the rooms that we skip. That would be a very bad thing to happen, so... because that's a very suboptimal crawl through the rest of these areas. That's why I'm going to go in here, check this curio. Try to find some little bit of
Finding
food.
the
There's
stuff
a
is
key,
only
in
the first
case we find a
test.
secret room.
Now it must be carried home.
That would help offset the amount of money that this is going to cost us in lost causes. So we don't want to touch this. We don't want to get blighted. We don't want Tippler. And we don't want to use our herb on it because that is reserved for potential food, hopeful food, later. So you have to run into this counter and pray it's not the Shambler. Okay, it is not, but this is not fun. They are surprised. We can yop them both for a good long while. We definitely want to prioritize taking this individual out because he will inflict a lot of stress damage. Not a lot of chance for stalling here, but that's a good start in eradicating this rough individual. So let's yop here. And no point in harvesting. We can judgment here, I think. A couple of stress heal, AoE heals, and we should be good to go on the stress front. But this is not a stallable fight. We also need to get rid of you as quickly as possible because of that fact. So let's get that going. Will the bleed kill you now? No, not quite. We need to do 3 more damage here. So Thrown Dagger was more than enough for that task. Let's get that to happen. And now we need to, until the end of round 4, we have until the end of round 4 to take this Swine Prince out. So I think I will try to AoE heal. I will stress heal for now, but I will assess how far. We don't want to incur a stress penalty from this person. So yeah, 1 more AoE heal from you. We have 2 more rounds to deal with you, so I'll try to see what kind of damage you're doing with Pick to the Face. 6 to 13. So you won't be able to do it alone in these next 2 rounds, so we'll need some lunging. Actually, a lunge will let you lunge back, and that should lead to your death next turn. So let's get to work on that. Crit 12, excellent. And ball and chain, okay. It should be okay, except for the fact that it crit for 9. And hopefully did not stun. It did stun, so we'll want to focus a heal on you. Stun him for next round. That way you can join in the attacking for here, if you need to. Stunned. Dirk Stab. 6. So we will need you to judgment here, I believe. Yep. Okay. So no heal for you, sadly. 7. Okay, good. If that was a 4, we might have been in trouble. We have a bandage.
Seize this momentum.
That could be helpful.
Push on to the tasks.
We're actually inadvertently in our correct positioning for the next fight to come. Unfortunately, that was not a stallable fight, but we did get back up to a decent amount of health. Our stress isn't horrible, and we're about a third of the way through the dungeon. Roughly. This is an empty room. We get more scouting, which is excellent. I'd say we have about a 50-50 chance at scouting. So we don't want to go this way. We do want to go this way, and that's fine. That could be a curio with food in it, so... This technically could be, but I'm more referring to the,
gold, trinkets and baubles.
More referring to the
in blood.
items that rely on the medicinal herb to get what I assume is guaranteed food. Okay, so we'll head in here and actually cure the person with the most stress here. Disarmed. Okay, no hunger prompts, that's good. Alright, let's see if this is an encounter in which we can stall for time. Oh, and there's a dinner cart too. That is quite special. Do we have any trinkets to replace the Grave Robber's talisman with? It doesn't look like it. We'll see how much food we get from this. I'm sort of hoping it's a lot. Now, I kind of want to Thrown Dagger over here and hold off on the lunge, just to try to eliminate you first and foremost. Then we can get rid of you with Slice Off, and then stun these guys as much as we can to try to... And there's the double crit for a lot of stress. So much stress. So we will need to try to stall with these two still alive. For 11. Another lunge here will be good. Unfortunately, what it looks like is that they're going to get some turns off and on anyway, because my Hellion isn't that speedy. Speed of 5. versus what our... Well, this is actually a tie, so... But we'll definitely be able to heal more. The question is whether we'll be able to crit enough. We can out-heal the two whenever they occasionally attack, but if they get enough crits, we'll be fighting a losing battle on the stress front. But I'm willing to take as long as RNG allows me to take. I think the two of these together don't have much of a chance to actually kill me. The real enemy here is stress, so...
Press
Lunge
this
here.
advantage. Give them no quarter.
Inspiring Tune. 57 versus 50. Let's go ahead and cure your own stress first. Try to go from high to low, just in case we have to abandon ship. Okay, this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. This is just burn a turn, adrenaline rushing. This is probably going to happen more often than I will enjoy, especially over the course of this many rounds. We're just going to keep spamming the AoE heal unless someone gets focus fired. That way, if there is a critical hit, then we'll get some stress relief in the process. Stress heal here. Alright, so you will want to probably do as much damage as you can in here without accidentally killing someone, which means that you actually won't be able to take any... I can't hit you at all. So let's Stone Dagger here. 11, and after that it'll be like flashing daggers until the crit would kill you there, because I think a crit, one of those would kill him now. Well, at least we get to Yop before you move. We'll just AoE heal. I believe that will fully heal yourself with all the heal trinkets I have stacked on you. Yep. 5 is about what we're getting from that, so maybe 4. Third dagger will indeed kill you. Let's try flashing daggers. 4 to 9, okay. We got 6, so now we can't even hit you anymore. So this is the HP total we'll remain at. Now you'll be alternating between the two ranks 1 and 2. Yop again. What that does is it has a chance to stun you for now, and then gives you extra stun resist next turn, which you may get anyway. We don't really know, so I will just take what I see in front of me. Chance to stun here, and a decent one at that. So there's 150 and 165. I will probably still attempt to stun since they're both unstunned. They may even get a turn before me, which would be pretty fortunate in this instance, because it would allow me to it would reset their stun resist and allow me to stun them for the next round. So you are moving back and forth, basically. You're yopping here. Yep. Got you. I'll take what I can get. Yep, so it looks like the range is about 4 to 5 on these heals. Maybe 6 if this interacts with that in some way. Okay, no critical. That's all I needed. All I need are no crits. You back. You should probably still stun, even though this person's going to get a turn. We'll start the stun train on you. You single target heal here. Nice dodge. Excellent. Does this increase her dodge? Does not. She's just relying on what she has. 25 dodge, and apparently it's enough. Alright, so let's single target heal you. And then let's stress heal 31, 32, 37. That will be you. You're at 32, so you get stress healed here. And you'll move here. You'll more than likely Yop here. Yes, you have a 100% chance to get them both, which is perfect. You'll probably once again single target here. And then we can probably AoE heal any AoE damage that happens from here, or any bleed damage rather. 1, 2, 3, 4 more stress casts, assuming no more crits. It's a pretty big assumption though. But we'll see. Here they come. 1, punch. There's a crit
Mortality
already.
clarified in a single strike.
Fallen chain. Right, so we got double crit, of course. So now we're about where we were
Lapse in concentration.
7 rounds ago, and our Jester is stunned. Like I said, this could take a while, but I'm willing to take as long as it needs to, because we're not any closer to dying, really. Sometimes you just get unlucky. And like this situation here. I think we go ahead and Adrenaline Rush to heal myself so that I don't have to AoE heal with the Vestal. I can single target heal. Probably on the Jester first, since I have 10 damage and Blight coming my way. I do not have an anti-venom, so I will go ahead and roll heals on you. This configuration is actually fine for now because you can still stress heal from all the way back there. 6 damage over here. And the Blight. And the stress heal. And the Yop. Okay, 85 reserve resistance, so we still have 100% shot. You will more than likely heal yourself. Yep. And then heal over here. I think it's the same situation as before. We want to stun while we have the chance to do so. Go ahead and heal here. .38. Let me really quick look at the wiki for these. Maybe calculate some crit chances. Determine whether it is prudent to continue this. Okay, the crit chance is 13%. Oh no, veteran level is 16%. And for you, it's Corpse Eater. %16 chance to generate what looks to be about, I guess 50 stress over the course of everyone. So I think this stress heal will, on average, remove all the stress here. Now, adding this into account, I'm not sure, 100% sure. I'll have to keep a tally next time someone crits and see what happens, how much stress it causes. Okay, I'm still gonna go for the Yop. We have a guarantee on you and a possible on you. Got, okay, resisted. Butcher cut. It's 9. And a few turns of a lot of bleed damage, so we'll need to start rolling some heals on you. There's a crit 16, excellent. Forward. Crit chance is 16% on veteran as well. It seems to be the standard crit chance on this level. At least from the 2 that I looked at. I was any good at calculating the odds that they'd beat this person's stun. I might have a better idea, but I think for the most part they're not getting that many attacks. At least so far. So good. So I think I will be able to beat them eventually. I just wait for RNG to take its course. There's a crit 17. 13, 6, 6. So that's only, that's like 1 stress heal. It could equal about 2 stress heals. And they're definitely, even if they crit every other turn, that means that we, well, no. If one of them crits every other turn and the other just does a normal attack, then we break even. So since we have so much more chance to dodge a crit than that, I definitely think if we let the odds take over, we can clear all the majority of our stress anyway. And with the ability of the Vestal to prolong this fight as far as damage goes, into infinity. She can out heal any damage that these people do. So I will go for a stun here, and then just keep healing my Hellion. So that goes anywhere from 8 to 12, it would appear. This also, it causes stress resistance to pop up on people. So it might be important to try to space that out. 11 damage, okay. Now we can yap the two of them. Carrion Eater has a small chance to resist there. Not enough, it would appear. So I will heal you and then myself next turn. Sort of alternating single target heals there. This will be the turn that the Hellion moves before either of these. So I won't get a stun, correct? Am I right? No, okay. But I don't think the less than 50% chance to stun you is worth increasing your stun resistance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Adrenaline Rush. The presence of Adrenaline Rush should mean that I probably prioritize healing myself as the Vestal. Ooh, looks like we're getting even... Oh, minus heals received, that's why it's 7 and 8. Now we stun. Small chance to stun you, guaranteed chance to stun you. Stress heal you. What are we at as far as stress goes? You can stress heal everyone but you more. And that is exactly what we plan to do. Probably stress heal you last. We also need to catch up on our health. We definitely want to be at full health before this fight is over. Okay. So move you up here. I don't know why I was even debating moving you back there. Stress heal myself. Okay, we have a good chance of stunning you. Guaranteed to stun you because you had no resist buff. 4, 10, 14. Heal your stress, and then yours, and then we're done stress healing, technically, but we do want to keep our heals rolling as well. And our healer is stunned. Damage is also a very real danger, so we do want to get to full health, or at least very close to it. AoE heals are probably the way we get that done. What we could do is just kill one of these two, and then in the 2 turns we have, we'll AoE heal. Now the problem with that is that if that one person somehow crits, we'll be stuck with more stress than we want. So yeah, let's stress heal you. And then we'll actually... I'm not sure what we should do. 150 again, we probably just... Adrenaline Rush here. And then Judgment, one of these two. Your pick to the face, 6 to 13. This will try to kill you. 11. And then a Judgment could also work. Let's slice off here. Here comes the munch, the crit munch, no doubt. Nope, it was a complete dodge, which is very helpful for me. So I will Judgment on you. That should heal most of my damage, and then we have until the end of round 24. To kill this Swan Chopper. Actually, he may end up dying to the bleed. No, we need to do 1 more damage to him. So we could hold off for just a little longer. Could harvest here, that way he does die next turn to the bleed. So we don't have to worry about him attacking anymore, so I'll just heal my 1 HP here. And you can Divine Grace Grave Robber, because we'll open with some judgments probably in our next fight. Stress heal someone for free. That would be the person with 10 stress. Hope we get just 16 food here. Then we're in the money. I guess I'll just move back here in preparation for the next fight.
Great is the
Die
weapon
because I have
that
minus
cuts on its
speed on
own.
you. There's 2 food. Now, I never thought we'd actually have to do this, but I think we'll need to get rid of a campsite fire here for sure. There's no way we'll find enough food to use both. So let's approach this. Use our medicinal herb. Let's see what we get. 10 food, excellent. So we have 12 food. Much better off. We also have 2 shovels. Shouldn't be a huge pressing need to stall, but certainly is still a valid option with this team setup. It's just what do we have in the way of trinkets? Do we really need this? Is this worth it? We're at a premium on food. Now let's check. Do you think we'll find 2 food prompts along here? I think even then we would want to camp and at the very end of the dungeon. Strip ourselves of debuffs. Now I don't have anything in the inventory to replace it with, which is the problem. I also want the scouting chance to maybe get the secret room, so I think we take our chances here. We don't necessarily need to use the other campfires, so even with the 2 hunger prompts here, then we can do half rations during the camp and try to cure stress with the Jester's complement of abilities here. Everyone says a Thorn Mockery among the others that we have. So let's head in here. Probably meander this way afterwards. Okay. So we don't need to be too terribly overzealous with our stalling. If it's a little risky. What we can do here is lunge right away. Actually, no. Throwing dagger is probably the better course of action here. Try to murder rank 4 and then lunge. There's a crit there. And hemophilia. So we can use our camp to cure that disease among the several others that we were planning on curing on this run. If we can hold on to our food. Don't have a anti-venom here. So just need to play it safe. We could harvest here. I think we can get away with a harvest here. Bleed chance is low, so perhaps we should have just focused on you. There's the opening weakening parade, did not even hit. So we'll go ahead and yop here. When the large corpse eater wakes up, we'll no doubt use Tentacle Devour. I think right now we want to try to eliminate this threat. So it's going to be another turn before we can lunge. Throw another dagger here and hope that it kills, and it did.
Maintain the offensive.
What we can do now is probably breakthrough. Try to do a little bit of damage here and finish you off with the Jester. This is the Jester speed, by the way, 7. We have 5 to 8. We also have Dirk Stab for 6 to 11. I think that's much more likely to kill. Always move you back if we really need to stress heal. And from the looks of it, that crit didn't hurt us too badly. Now we could probably get away with some heals. Healed you to full, because you have 25 health now. Thanks to, I believe, Bad Humors and the Red Plague. Yep. So minus 30% max HP. This is very dangerous. So I actually don't want to lunge yet until you move back 1. So for now, I'll go ahead and throw a dagger. That may even be enough to get you into the kill zone. We need to do 10 more damage here. Let's yop, so that's possible. Probably Judgment here is fine. Just to do the self-heal as well. Or we could wait. No, the bleed has fallen off. Let's Judgment then. Crit 18 as well, to cure even more stress.
No intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be
And
considered a
let's
virtue.
probably get rid of the busts and the citrine for these 2. That's what it looks like to me. Some loot here. I don't want to use my key on this. I could attempt to see who has the highest blight resist and use them to open this, and if it's a bleed, we end up using the bandage. I think I'm okay with that. It is trapped. We resisted the bleed, so that's helpful. We did get scouting, which is excellent. Let's have you disarm these traps. We'll need to move you behind the Hellion. And I guess just deal with this 4 damage we've got incoming. Okay, let's see if we can scout this out. Very good. Oh, there's just one of the 2 shovel spots. Oh, and there's the secret room back there. So, I think I want to finish the quest, and then backtrack here if we can get away with it. As soon as we find a trinket, now that we found the secret room, we can actually ditch this as soon as we find another trinket, or we could throw it away right now, have it instead of a bandage in our inventory. I think I'd prefer waiting until another trinket came along, though.
Such blockages are unsurprising.
We have 2 shovels.
These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
I think what we do is go this way, and then up here and here, depending on what is in this vicinity. And then we go down here, 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 check out these 2 areas, and then go back to the secret room. Did not scout what's ahead here. We do want to go to this room, though, which means we will want to check what's in this. It is a torch and something else. Maybe another torch. There's another shovel.
With loot.
I'll go ahead and take that.
Low on supplies.
Now, I might want the torch as well, which means I might have wanted to leave this in case we find a scroll to burn later. But too much backtracking in here isn't going to do us any favors. This could get us more food. The holy water isn't imperative, but it does the same thing as the torch, more or less. So what we keep to the end is the food, the firewood, and the key, I believe. Now, shovel is possibly tossable. I do want to check and make sure I have my entire route scouted before I throw those away. The bandage is tossable. Let's throw away... Well, no, this will be the start of 1500, so... could consider throwing away one of these. I think we just throw away the torch. And then... I don't exactly know what we do after that. Okay, here's some use for holy water. Let's go and just do it.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the fool.
Here we'll probably throw away like an emerald or an onyx. We're not going to grab that much loot in this dungeon, except by sheer dumb luck because of the lack of provisions we brought. Okay, this is not a holy water room, so good to know. Okay, we want to get rid of you ASAP, which is very easy since we have surprise and we have a lunge here with 11 speed.
Destroyed.
Eliminate you immediately. Slice off is sort of perfect here. We don't actually have any stress to get rid of, according to our rule that we set for ourselves earlier. I think healing here is fine. And then we proceed to probably actually kill you first. And then Jester can only attack you efficiently, so that's what happened there. There's 19 instant kill. So now we can focus our efforts on you. Pray that you don't hurt us while we bleed you to death. Butcher cut. You're the healer now. You can actually adrenaline rush if you wanted to. Maybe we'll save that for later, though. When we know he's dead. Which will actually come now. I believe... Actually, no, we need 2 more damage on him. So let's flashing daggers. 7. So he's dead to this bleed tick, so let's, try to heal someone for free. Looks like you're the winner. 12. Let's have you adrenaline rush. Doubt we'll get a turn with the Vestal to finish the heal here, but that's more than enough. Oh, we do. There we go then. Crit 20 as well. To heal no stress because we cured it all. There's another torch. A second chance, perhaps? And then trade the emerald for it? We haven't scouted this out quite yet. That's the only concern I have with dropping the shovels. The food isn't imperative. The extra food, the 4 extra food or whatever we get, isn't necessary. I also haven't found a trinket yet, which is unfortunate. But for now, I think it's okay to drop the bandage for the torch, just in case. I would not say no to getting rid of negative quirks here. So this is just no touchy. We have no more holy waters. Ordinarily, we would have 4 that we purchased. But now we just have the 1 that we found. Okay, here's the last scout. So we actually may want to keep our shovel for over here, but then we will have less than optimal loot. So what we could do is we can leave it at 3 rooms actually. So we could just go here, here, down here, duck into here. I mean, there's really no harm in looking over here as well, and then going over here. But we could. There's a little bit of harm in here because of the food prompt. We'll have to see where we are on food by that point. This shouldn't be a harmful encounter. It's not a shambler, so we don't have too much to worry about. Let's have you move to the very back. Let's have you disarm this trap. A lot of occult scrawlings here. You do not want to touch any of those. This is the case with any run that I do. Alright, we have Slice Off on the Swine Marcher. I'm going to throw a dagger at the swine spawn and hope we can one-shot. It would have to take it would take a crit to do it. No, so hopefully we have some follow-up with you. You will get a turn, almost certainly. Take some stress damage here. 15, not bad at all. Minus dodge, which we weren't really relying on anyway. She penalizes her own dodge with her Yop. It would appear that everyone's getting a turn before my Hellion. This lunge is going to be awkward now that that happened. Yep, there's a crit, of course.
Unbalanced.
So we have the Yop in place. We have to throw a dagger at you. Maybe even move forward 1 with you so the lunge isn't so damaging.
Devastating blow.
The lunge actually won't hurt me too much. It'll just relegate me to pick to the face. This isn't too bad. I don't think that's worth. I think we just go ahead and adrenaline rush, heal myself. I think I still want to kill you as well, so let's harvest here. Try to kill 2 birds with 1 harvest. So you're dead to this bleed. We can focus on you. We can tag you with a lunge, which means we can convert you to a healer for the time being. And then we lunge right here. 24,
A
excellent.
singular strike.
And then we would lunge with you, except that it would put you out of position where we desperately need you. So you can start stress healing from that crit we took on the Drums of Doom.
The slow death.
Dead and hopefully yopping here.
Unforgiving.
You can just kill him with a pick, everyone else just heals. You can convert to Judgment once everyone is healed. Which would be now. Pick to the face, 6 to 13. Oh, we actually have until the end of round 5 to take you out, so maybe we should get a move on that. Damage and a bleed. That's dangerous. I think we're okay healing with you. Between the 3 of these, should be able to deal enough damage to you. It'll all depend on your hit because you're doing easily the most damage. There we go. Crit 19. Perfect. Except for the 9 damage of bleed that we're about to incur here. We have a bandage though, so that's actually perfect.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
I don't know if we keep this food, it won't actually help us. We're not at a particularly at a breakpoint where this is particularly helpful. The 150 gold I will happily trade the emerald for, though. And then everything else we just toss, it looks like. Throwing away food in a run where I didn't buy provisions. That takes guts. We could just camp half rations now, but I kind of want to wait until the end to heal any... Well, stress healing's done with the Jester, so maybe we do that. Maybe we do. It clears inventory space for what we're about to accomplish. We know the 2 food is up for grabs, so what we could do is we could put the Raider's Talisman away for the time being and drop like this 150 gold for it and hope to get more later. And put the Raider's Talisman away so that we only have to eat food, 2 food for the half rations there. That way we can keep our shovel or our torch for longer because it will get replaced by the Secret Room's treasure. I think that is what we do. Let's go ahead and camp. Half rations, we don't need the healing or the stress healing, so we just want the buffs. We don't need the scouting. We want Snuff Box on you. Cure all 3 of those diseases. Then we want probably Bless, Accuracy, and Dodge on... Oh, that removes her buff that we got from the stone tablet. I like this. And I like Bless for probably you. And then we have Battle Trance for you. Or we have Stress Resist on everybody. We haven't really missed any ops, so this isn't particularly necessary. I think Stress Resist is fine. Could get ambushed here. Let's hope not, though. We did not get ambushed. We will need to immediately snuff the torch. Move you to the very back so that you gain your buff. Oh no, we didn't actually use that ability. And then we can go ahead and put this back on you. And then head towards victory or ruin now. This is quite tempting, but I don't think we do it. We don't have 2 stunners, which is what I like to have on these fights. 2 people ready to stun the Shambler the first round to give us a leg up. We do have a torch, though. Maybe I'll save it for cork removal. That might be more valuable here. So I will peek into here, see what lies beyond. It is another occult scrawling. Stash heirlooms, excellent. I'll hold on to that for a while. I will probably duck into here. We have a holy water, we don't. This gives things like bloodthirsty, which nobody has, so I don't want to tempt fate there. Chance to disarm a trap is 100%. I think we'll just go for this. We can always stress heal guaranteed in dungeons, so or in battles in the dungeon, rather than take a chance on that one trap where we have a guarantee to disarm it. So quest is complete. We're going to keep adventuring. I guess we can throw away this for that technically. Let's go back. Head this way real quick. Grab whatever's in here. Very nice. Let's see what we have. We want to keep this, food, and key. Looks like we're not quite out of curios yet, so looks like we're throwing away the citrine here. Grabbing that. Heading back into this battle, seeing if there's a... Oh, it's an occult scrawling, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Well, we might be able to fill in our the rest of our loot in backtracking through any fights we may spawn. So this is actually a very, very solid... we've actually probably got about as much loot as we would in a normal run, considering that we... like this may be normally a stack of 4 onyx, but normally I'd spend about 6 grand on the provisions for this run. will say we got very lucky with the lack of food prompts, apparently, and the fact that we found a place with 12 food. I don't know if that's so much lucky as just being careful. What we have here is a classic case of not paying attention. We could have gone down this way to avoid extra fights. Maybe I'm subconsciously trying to spawn extra fights. Either way, we made the absolute best of a bad situation, so let's finish what we started. Head in here, and looks like we're gonna get the hell out of Dodge. There's a little bit of loot in our pockets. Oh, and 2 of these, so I can throw all of this away. Grab a couple of extra portraits because the game's so nice to me. And the run is still alive. Thank you so much for watching. Let's take a look at the loot count. Maybe even do a little Hamlet setup for you guys. Run through my Hamlet checklist that I now have post-it noted to my main monitor. And let you guys see what goes into the decisions here. So you have Warren's Foe, which we probably would want to get rid of unless we want to make you just do wheeled runs. Hieromania is a bad thing. Rabies is obviously bad, but it is very curable with the several plague doctors I still have that I can use.